luxury I can rarely afford. Press on. There's much needs doing.
Lots to do. Precious little.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I cannot afford another pot of
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Arm strong, mind sharp.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of?
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares. If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find. Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
We're here, and none the worse for wear.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
My head hurts just thinking about it. What to do? What to do?
Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts.
That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water.
I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Right you are.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I'm not sure what got me out of bed at this hour.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when hospitality in all Vern. You know where to find me.
Look, as long as you days like
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
A simple word of thanks would make our labours feel worthwhile.
Indeed, you are correct.
dirt, sweat, and arms for the poor. Pray
Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet?
Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do, apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. What would we do without you? I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
Understood.
I don't feel safe. Wish 'twere always night. I only had to sleep.
Fields here we know all about.
Times are hard. I'm barely scraping by.
What with racket? The rules at your level. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Life's been pretty kind. Long as you
Time to head to market, methinks.
Days like this make
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
I'm not going to take that from you. I ought to be getting finish it tomorrow.
Arms, arms for the poor.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
Right you are. Shall we...
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Speak your will and I'll see it done. I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack. Ready to tackle today's adventures, Arisen? I'm full of vim myself.
Somewhere to be. What's this I smell?
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Not sure what they
polish up
expect.
my gear
I'm no
tomorrow.
cook, am I?
I'll gladly stay a while.
Oh, sir, if you please. Pray, excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
Now, where was I bound again?
Coins no
From me
good
to
if
bear
you
what
young
young
shoulders can't.
keeping the pantry stocked these days.
I keep it here, but it can get very dull.
What delight might there be to find in town today?
It is a view that begs to be painted. Yon shore in particular.
What sort of place might it be, I wonder? Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.
The ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Are we taking a load off so soon? We've only just rested.
We shall be ill-prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Might we not consider bringing a sorcerer into our party? Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns. Perhaps we might add a thief to our ranks.
I suppose you must have some attachment to this place, Arisen, given how often we've made use of it.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack. How curious that none of our party are archers by vocation. Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. We've quite the combination of vocations in our party. No two are alike. Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns. I've not much to say at the moment.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again. I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
As a matter of fact, one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
You've given me much to think about. While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey. When treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. construction look well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospital. Hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. Peruse at your leisure.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'm not tired in the least. I'm ready for any adventure you have in store, Arisen. Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. I'm yours to command, Arisen.
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
We have all seen how town of it is.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full. Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. These faces have grown mightily familiar. Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. 'Tis quite the merry band we've become. What manner of treasure will I find today? Oh, I can scarce wait to find out. I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts, was there not?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Worrying's giving me an aching back.
Try and find me a mark. Try all I like. I can't.
Working this field's all I know. Not as long as
Idleness is a
red
luxury.
calls and I shan't resist.
Over here, if you please.
Some call it culture, I call it dull.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say. It was just as daunting to battle Cyclopes there as here. And taking aim at their eyes, no less thrilling. Our adventure continues.
Come.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. You are in good health, I trust, Arisen? Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. I'm not tired in the least. I'm ready for any adventure you have in store, Arisen. Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns. I'm yours to command, Arisen.
Just about anywhere.
What did I do to deserve this? I can't wait to see what the day holds.
Why is this not selling? It is a fine thing.
Wish I
Over here, if you would.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
Dalliances with bandits.
Good to see you. Those garments you gave me had a marked effect. Albert set off to work the moment he saw them, and he's been working steadily e'er since. I ne'er thought I'd see the day. To be frank, I've not the slightest interest in the man, but he can surely benefit this city much more by performing an honest duty than by begging on the streets. In short, you've done us all a service. Pray, allow me to show my appreciation.
Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
All I need's my health, I suppose. Now, how best to proceed?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We've arrived, just as planned.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?